This video is about strange health products that have showed up on Amazon. Well, they showed up on Amazon a long time ago. There have been a couple of videos on them now, but apparently the attention they've gotten has not been enough to get these taken down. What you are looking at is a couple of pendants. They come in boxes like this, or like this. This is a rather nice gift box, actually. And they come with these so-called authenticity cards. They've gone out of your way to make you think that these are health products that have actually been tested. They have this pamphlet with, you can pause and read this. This is just absolutely mind-boggling. Of course, these test images are completely fake, and this is probably fake too. Who knows what's actually in there? It says here, contains nearly every mineral on the periodic table. Well, that just shows you how smart these guys actually are, because obviously certain elements of the periodic table are poisonous or, in this case, radioactive. So they come in a couple different designs. There's this sort of flying man thing, it's sometimes called, or angel, or I suppose it resembles the old Da Vinci painting. And then it has some other kind of religious symbol on the back. I think this is a Hindu symbol, but I'm not entirely sure. And the other one is sitting underneath this Geiger counter. This is a GMC 600 plus, so this is sensitive to alpha, beta, and gamma radiation. It's key that it's sensitive to alpha in this case because, as far as I know, as has been stated in the other videos, these pendants and other products with, negative ions or quantum energy or scalar energy, terms like that, they contain thorium dioxide. I have the clicker off on this. This does click, but I turned it off because that got really annoying. So the other one is a sort of, they called this a framed sunflower or something like that. And then on the back it has these little beads that, let's be honest, probably just more pieces of plastic. Although this one even has the serial number, the matching serial number printed on the actual thing. So again, really going out of their way to make you think that these things do anything, when in fact all they're going to do is slowly give you cancer. Now, you might say, if it's just alpha radiation coming from these things, isn't that stopped by your skin? And well, despite what a lot of textbooks say about alpha radiation being stopped by paper or skin, that is incorrect, because I can put a piece of paper or sometimes even a piece of thin plastic in between these and the Geiger counter, and it still goes off. So that's really incorrect. And honestly, these things are not even as scary as these negative ions or quantum science products come, because over here I have a pair of insoles and a couple of bracelets. The bracelets came in their own box. All of it came as this set in this bag, which is conveniently resealable if you open it correctly. But these are really scary because these contain far more radioactive material. You can see the background has gone down to about 50. It'll go even lower over time. So yes, this pendant is well, the other one was the one that was under it, but this flying man is very similar in levels. But this here, these insoles are just downright scary. You see, they've already jumped over 5,000 counts per minute. And again, although this is mostly alpha radiation, alpha can still cause damage. It does still have some penetrating power, and also particles could come off of these products and you could breathe them or ingest them. Who really knows? So there you go. The insoles are around about 5,000 counts per minute. It'll waver up and down slightly. And the bracelets are even worse, because the bracelets will also give about 5,000 counts per minute, but obviously the bracelets are smaller and they're strapped to your wrist, so these pose a much greater hazard. Yeah, so okay, maybe only about 4,000 counts per minute, but believe me, definitely the same sort of dose if you're wearing it on your wrist. And I actually have another Geiger counter, the GMC 500 Plus, and these products are scary because the GMC 500 Plus will not respond to alpha radiation. It will only respond to beta and gamma. And yeah, the beta and gamma dose alone is relatively high. If I just let this count up for a while, I believe there, you can see it's starting to adjust. This has a dynamic, these Geiger counters from GQ Electronics have a dynamic, what they call fast estimate algorithm, that they take a sample over time and then they calculate roughly how many counts per minute it is. So the longer you leave them on a sample, the more accurate it becomes. And there's the accuracy display there, which is an option. It's already gone down to plus or minus 7, and you can see the dose is over 4 microsieverts an hour across your entire foot. And this, again, is just the beta and gamma radiation. So, there you go. Despite multiple videos on YouTube of negative ion products like these, again, they refer to them more as quantum energy or scalar energy now. They use different terms because they're trying to get away from the flack that negative ion products have now caught, but they're still out there. And what's more, all 3 of these products were Amazon Prime listings. It's not like these were from some weird third-party seller. No, these were listed under Amazon Prime. So these products, aside from being a hazard to the end user, they are a hazard to anyone in the warehouse where these are stored, because they could have potentially hundreds or even thousands of these things in crates, and then people handling those crates. And yeah, I don't think I have to explain why that's a genuine hazard, especially these insoles. And also, the dose is inconsistent anyway, so you could potentially get an extra hot pendant or even an extra hot pair of these, and the levels are going to be that much higher. Again, particles can come off, and also, because it is thorium dioxide, thorium, as it builds up decay products, actually gives you a higher dose than when it was first purified. The dose increases over a period of 20 years, so yeah, a relatively short time scale. These are in an odd situation because although they contain so-called exempt quantities of source material, let's just put that back on and see how high it gets. Although these do not contain quantities of source material above so-called exemption limits for shipping or ownership as collection items, there has to be some exemption for, like, old cameras that use thorium in the lenses, and welding rods, and Fiestaware that used uranium in the glaze. But these, even though they're well below that exemption limit, are very hazardous because you're meant to wear these products. These products are meant to be on your person, against your skin, well, potentially against your skin, up to and including 24/7, 365. So, yeah, not really, I wouldn't want to be wearing something that gives you that kind of dose. And obviously they don't say they're radioactive, so people don't even really know. So, yeah, radioactive health products on Amazon, still very much a thing. Please do report these if you see anything like them.